Right, here we are. Welcome back to the channel and to another stream. There we are then, episode number 11 of Last to A today. The challenge we're trying to get from Last to A on GT7. No qualifiers, no meta cars allowed. So yeah, here we are on Tuesday this week. We're doing Last to A today as opposed to tomorrow, Wednesday. So we'll get on today and see what's happening. And first of all, no messing about. Let's do the draw straight away and see what we're going to be dealing with. Now, I don't think I've not done the right thing in here, though. So, it might not come up with the race that we're going to be doing, but we'll do it anyway, just because we do it anyway, don't we? So, let's... Yeah, so actually, we're not doing that race. We're doing Lago Maggiore instead, Daily Race B. So Lago Maggiore, I forgot to change the arrow thing over to the Daily B. Very rushed getting the stream set up earlier. So not Daily C, Daily B. So going there. I thought I'd missed something earlier. Hopefully, I've not missed the cars. The most important thing. I'll have a look in a minute. Hello, Sydney, One, and Farouk. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well, as is everyone else tuning in as well. So, let's hope I've done the cars properly. Very rushed today, so here we go. They're the ones. BMW, Genesis, Alpha 4C, McLaren and Supra are our cars of choice. Although, I've done it wrong. It's not transparent. I'll fix that. Don't worry, I'll fix that as we go. We'll jump in the first car and then I shall fix what's happening with that. It should be transparent, but it's not for some reason. 3 minutes to go for the first race. Let me just fix this. And I can find it. Where is it? It's in here somewhere in all my thumbnail pages and whatnot. I just need to find it, but it's been very slow. We're getting there. Getting there. The McLaren's pretty good. Yeah, the McLaren's in there today. I think it's the 4th car, I think, on the list. When's this race? I'm not in the race, are we? Right, I'll get the thumbnail for the cars and then we'll just fix it as we go. Where is it? I'm nearly there. In here. Right, first car's the Beamer. Right, I found it. Found it. Right, I need to download that. Transparent background. Page number 40. Download that. So in the race, right, I need to overwrite this one here. Last to A cars, yep, overwrite that one, and hopefully, quick test. Ta-da, there we go. Problem solved. Minute and a half to go. And that one. There we go, we're in business. McLaren's good, but the gearing's a bit weird for the track. We'll have to have a look when we get in there and see what we've got in store in the McLaren. I think this one's going to be very interesting. The BMW had this car in the very first episode of Last to A, and it wasn't really very good there. Let's see how it goes today on Lago Maggiore. Right, so there we go. I fixed the stream. We're into the first race. Right, we're in. Right, let's see how we get on today. So AMG and McLaren, TT difference around a second. AMG is faster by about a second. I think the AMG was taken out of the list today. This whole episode today is very, very rushed. it's very rushed. Quite a few bits that might not be as they normally are, but we'll go with it today. And that's because we're not able to do it tomorrow. So we are running with it today. I think the audio's gone out of sync as well on my headset. Oh well, I can't do much about it now. We've started. We can't go back. I'll have to stop the stream and then restart the stream, and I'm not messing about doing that. I'll just get on with it. We'll manage. Hello, going good. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. First race, last to A, episode 11 in the BMW. Five laps, Lago, Maggiore. We might be a bit slow in this first one. This car's not very quick. We're going to have to see how we get on. Good luck. Yeah, no worries, Farouk. Going to be getting ready for Dortmund at the weekend. Sounds alright, just as long as the gear shifting it's in sync with what I'm seeing on the screen, and it is mostly, so carry on. Let's go steady in this beginning bit. Now, this is the bit where I think we might struggle a bit in the BMW. It's very, very slow. It's hanging on. I think the two behind, one of them's in a meta car behind us. Right, up the hill. Here we go. Ball beam is very sideways, but it is when someone pushes you, it's very sideways. Bit of a vibe on that one from the first corner, sending it up the inside. This one's over, well, pretty much unless anything happens at the front. One or two leaving, get a few places from that, or one or two at least. The other one's gone, they're dropping like flies at the minute. 12 remaining. Keep going, we're getting top 10. We're 12 seconds behind the next car. Another nice casual drive, the warm-up for today. Was told that you change gear as soon as you see red. Never tried it. I don't think I have either. Don't drive the car enough really to know what to gear change, rev limiters, etc. I just change gear whenever basically it starts flashing at me on the screen. It's time to change gear. Right, 2 more laps to go. Breakneck speed, 2:12. I've never, ever, ever known this car to be remotely competitive at all, really, on this game. Better car, never heard of it, not this thing. We're closing down maybe a little bit. PB109. I think we're getting quicker gradually. How does it handle the track? Not bad, to be fair. It's pretty decent, really. I've got brake balance on the rear, and it seems to be going pretty well. Just feels like a bit of lacking in top-end speed, but apart from that, it's pretty good. I maybe wouldn't say start using it to beat the Citroens, the Genesis G70s, but it's doing the job. Pretty bouncy as well, yeah, a little bit. Bit slidey as well, but it's not a complete handful to drive, really. It's pretty good. Should be done very shortly. Leaders are at the hairpin. Can hold it. Come on. Yes. That'll do. Right, there's the beamer. "33 seconds of drift." Oh well, it is what it is, I guess, on that one. Right, next car that we're going to be doing. Now that I've fixed the background on the graphic, and it will be the Genesis Group 4. Now, well, this race is 1 times tyre. We should be out. We're not making a pit stop in Daily Race B. No, we're not doing that. No. If the car miraculously somehow fails on its tyres, we're just going to drive it on no wheels. I don't care. We're not stopping this car in Daily Race B. Not happening. I don't think we will be. No need to panic. I can't see it being the case, but you never know. Yeah, thanks to the GGs. Appreciate it, as always. Because last week we tried this car on Watkins Glen, and it just got on its tyre. It was pretty bad. In fact, it was just plain awful. Really. No, we're not making a pit stop on Daily Race B. I really can't see that ever happening. Right, Genesis Group 4. Not the G70. got force feedback in the wheel at the minute as well. It's pretty good. Get 2 laps. About 2 laps, I think we'll get. Right, it's 1 more lap. We should be in. Right, this car doesn't feel that bad at the minute. Right, let's see what this one's going to deliver then. The Genesis Group 4. Right, race number 2. Are we at... We are right at the back. The audio is not too bad in my headset. It's what am I do with it? It's fine. when you start streaming, sometimes it crackles, which means that it loses the sync of the audio in OBS. So you change gear on the game, and you won't hear it in here until about half a second or so later. But it seems it's not bad. The only way to solve it is to restart the stream, and we'll get on with it. No time to waste doing that. Yeah, thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it, as always. Right, Genesis Group 4, not the G70. And it is Daily Race B. So, no tyre woes today. They're not going to go on 1x tyre wear. I'm pretty confident we're not going to lose the tyres on this car. Like Watkins Glen last week. I was driving 3 wheels, pretty much, on this thing last week. I don't know what brake balance to put it on. No idea. Let's try it. Put on the rear. Yeah, thanks, Juan. Appreciate it as well. That's Suzuki in front. Behind this mess car. Hello Buster, welcome into the stream, thanks for tuning in, hope all is well. Oh, Suzuki Swift. Right, last week's Metacar in front. Very close in front though. Nearly everyone in this battle. Right, they might go for an overtake here. We're on the outside though. I think we stayed in track limits. Right, so lap 3 out of 5 available. It's possibly a battle in front enveloping. Hey up, Kev, welcome to the stream, thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well in the boozer. So the signal might be a bit sketchy, no worries, Kev. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to take the Ferrari. One of the cars that took out the list earlier. Might be a pad player with the headlights going. Sending it. That could be... I'm going to say clear to Citroen. Just follow the Supra. Someone's gone off behind. It seems quite fast. The Genesis feels faster than the BMW, definitely. Does feel faster. Pretty good car. Two in front of battling. Catch them. I think one of them is in VR, so be careful of that. Looking at the name. Right, 2 to go. Got the drive, but it's a case of what can we do with this inside. Left that late. That is defending. Leaving it as late as that. All the curves. Like the Subarus won the battle for now with the Supra. Oh, but taking a penalty. Right, let's go. 1 lap to go. trying to find a way around them here. I'm trying to work out on the fly what I'm doing. Well, we don't need P5 necessarily. I'll do their P6. The Genesis recovering us from the BMW. Finishing P6. But yeah, Nations Cup. I don't think I'll have a chance to do it, to be fair, the Nations Cup tomorrow. Don't think so. Not bad. We finished 14-15 from race winner. Yeah, thanks one, appreciate it. GG's, good race that one. Gets us off and away in the Genesis. The first race is always a bit hit and miss on last way, isn't it? It's always a bit... We either do really, really well, or we absolutely fluff it. It's either one or the other. There's no kind of middle ground, is there, on last way? But this race has recovered us a bit. Right, so we'll carry on. We do have the poll, this week's poll. Where can we finish on today's show? 58% currently think we can win. 54, 15 and 15 second and third, 15 on fourth as well. This week's poll on last to 8. Don't want to end the poll. Just want to I'll get away. Right, the next car. Not that one. Try that again. This one. The Alpha 4C is our next car on the list. Just down here. Next to the Genesis. Then McLaren and Supra, the next two after that. Back onto that one. Well, 30 laps. Is it 30 laps, the Nations? I've not entered it, so I normally enter them on one account just to see how many laps they are in GT1. But yeah, 30 laps. Well, 60 penalties. Anything's possible. I think, isn't it the it's the Red Bull race, isn't it, from the finals on Red Bull Ring? So yeah, 30 laps of that with the penalties on there. You're going to soon rack them up, the penalties on Red Bull Ring. Right, this car, I believe, is four-wheel drive, so it should be pretty good. It should be. Yes, it is. 30 laps, Red Bull Ring. Three and a half minutes until we're going again. Let's do it, -2. Drag it on through there. Got an account where you're not too fussed about DR. I think it's possibly best way to do it on races you're not too sure about, just to say that you've done it. Although, yes, you can go on your main account and get potentially loads of DR. But on races like that, it can fall to pieces very, very quickly. And then you lose loads of DR. Instead of gaining it, right, it's nearly time to go in again. Get around the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Wish you could stay in DRC rank all your life. Well, you can do. You just, if you ever get to the point where you're about to leave the C rank, just tank your DR and you stay in C rank. Or if you want to stay in D rank and the bar's nearly full, just tank a load of races and your DR will just stay in the same place all the time. Right, let's have a quick look at the list. Genesis, Aston Martin in there as well. Mostly meta cars. Right, we are where we are. At the back of the grid, P14. But yeah, just start races, and then as soon as the race starts, just quit the race straight away. Because they always take more DR off you for quitting races, I think. So as soon as the race begins, just quit the race. Well, even on auto drive, just quit the race as soon as it comes in. Just quit the race straight away. And stay in the same DR rank all the time. Right, it's the turn of the Alpha, another regular on last to 8, the Alfa Romeo. It's been on a few times already in the past 11 weeks. Right, so we got 6th in the last one. What can we get in this one? Right, ready, steady, go. Right, first lap is done. Got into top 10. Right, check the radar here. Citroen's gonna, yeah, understeer in front of us. Or slash defend in front of us. And the Alpha's a little bit on the curbs there, a little bit skittish, but it's not too bad if you hold on to it. Sending off that. Ooh. Saw that one coming. Good job of move. The Porsche is on a mission. When you're making moves like that, you're on a mission. Does it give a place back? I don't know what's happened, to be honest. I'm just driving. I don't know what the takeout was warranted for. Maybe the... I know the first lap was a bit busy towards the end of it. There might have been something in there that I didn't notice, or... Citroen's going off the track, or not online. No idea. I'm off light, I'm drifting. Get a free boost in the Aston Martin. Oh, I got swallowed up here now because of that. It's a case of we're all together. There's a chance of what, 2, 3, 4 places and that kind of stuff then tends to happen. They're going to try and go around the outside here. I'll have to park it a little bit. Right, 2 to go. The car got slightly through the chicane bit before the fast bit down the hill. Nearly cost us the race, to be fair. They were all over us. Right, let's try and get away now. Get a bit further up the road. Don't see the Aston. No, not very often. It's not very common car. Oh, come on, Alpha. Watch the traction rejoining the track. Right, 1 lap to go with the Meta car right behind us. Just set the fastest lap as well. We're very slowly catching the cars in front, but again, we don't really need to beat them, really. A bit of a gap. It'll be quite quick down here. Aston fan, yeah, not quite quick enough, is it? The Aston. Good car, but yeah, it's not quite Genesis type thing, is it? Right, it's 1 corner to go. Should be alright, as long as I don't bin it off here. Nice and tidy. Here we go, P6. So 1 hour to do a livery, 4 to 6 with a detailed one. Like I was saying before, my ETS2 liveries, I think the main one, that took me about 10 hours to do it. But then again, I was doing the same bit again and again and again because I couldn't get the lines lined up on the truck properly. And every time it wasn't right, I had to go back into the editing program, draw a new shape from scratch, download it, put it back in paint.net to find that it wasn't right still, and then go do it again. And about 3 hours later, I had a shape I was happy with. to put on the livery. Right, the next car is, I think, the McLaren, isn't it? Yep, the McLaren on our transparent background. I'll have to rent the car. McLaren 650S. And then it's the Supra. See how we get on. When you got the inspiration, I can imagine so with liveries. They can say my ETS liveries, they're not the same obviously as Gran Turismo liveries, but yeah, you can get proper into them, getting all the bits exactly right. And then it's all the stickers in the game as well that go on the truck. So like Euro 5, Euro 6 emission stickers. So your what is it in France, the angle morts blind spot stickers that all trucks have to have over there. So all that the decals have to be in the right places so the stickers don't cover them up in game. Makes it more realistic. Right, we're in the McLaren, so a bit short shifting. But if the game freezes during saving, oh no, you've got to do it all over again. Imagine that could be, well, with my liveries on ETS, they're the same. Like I've got like 3 master copies of one livery that's just saved over and over and over again on my PC, so I don't lose it. Right, 2 minutes in the McLaren. Minute and 40. I don't know, I could maybe upload my liveries to Steam Workshop, but I don't know, some of the liveries on there that the ETS modders make, they are absolutely brilliant, and they make mine look so bad. It's like, how have you done it so good? Like, the letters are just absolute pristine detail. It just makes mine look absolutely plain awful when I look at mine and they're all not pixelated, but it's just the way that they're made and the way they're saved on the program. What file type they are to get them in the game. Because they have to be a PNG file to go in the game. And trader skins have to be direct draw DDS file. What ETS is a mining gold about liveries. There's loads of them. There's loads of liveries that you can get. You can download packs for it as well that modders make. So you get like 1,000. I think I've got one. There's a very popular modder in ETS2, and he does traffic packs. So you can download, I think, like 1,000 skins for real life truck companies, real life cars, vans, everything. Even the trains and the planes in the game as well. The only problem is that they're very heavy on the game. They add a lot of stuff to the game that it wasn't intended to run, so you need quite a lot of memory to run it. But they are really good. So all the trucks in the game have got real life companies on them, as opposed to the default ones that they put in at the when you first start playing it. Right. McLaren. Right, so at the back, P14 McLaren 650S. See how we get on. I think there is a knack of doing the skins to get them so they are really clear, but I just don't know how to do it yet. Because all mine, they are good, but if you zoom into them, they do look very pixelated close up. If you zoom into them enough. Like the telephone numbers, they get really pixelated on the truck. If you zoom in enough, you'll notice it in the game. After Citroen. Yep, thanks, going good, appreciate it. The McLaren's turn now. I've not driven this car for a very long time. Some McLaren in front as well. Got two of them in here. Very close to getting in front. One's got a 0.5. Bit of a sandwich. And that's the case of, you've got, what was it, 3 people, more or less, who all have the exact same mindset of not wanting to give up. And it's a bit like, well, there's going to be an accident, one way or the other. And I think that McLaren there that's gone off just behind us now was the collateral of it, to be fair, when they went off in the 2 corners after we did. It's a bit like, well, you can all go in the corner side by side, but really, not all of you are going to come out of it. That's just just the way it goes. One of you is going to come out in the wall, and that's just the way it is. And I think that was the McLaren there that was the casualty. Thought he waited. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think it was very, very close when I went off, or went out. And I'm pretty sure McLaren behind was the collateral of it at the top of the hill. Is it McLaren? Yeah, McLaren. Thinking front, they're still going for it into the first corner. There goes one. caught back up. It's literally every single inch of the track and then some they're battling over. That was me. That was me. They're still in it though. They could all still crash each other off and we go, well, ninth place. There goes one. Top 10? Maybe. We could get a top 10. Another McLaren. Go this way. Lots of it. Oh, top 10. And we kept it out of the wall in the final corner as well. Oh, one of those that lasts to 8. We come to expect it. These kind of races. Absolute sandwich going up the hill at lap 2. I think it was on lap 2. It was a bit of a tight squeeze. But again, those kind of situations, one of you's going out. Just a case of who is it going to be. There you go. 3 of you go into a corner. Only at the most 2 of you are coming out the other side. It's one of them. Good races on the American account last night. Not been on mine for ages, my American account. I'll just go back over there at some point and see what's happening on the American account. Next car is... Mouse is not working. The Supra. The GR Supra. Yeah, GR Supra. Alright, so we'll borrow a GR Supra. That one. Yeah, that one. Double check what car I'm using. Supra. Yeah, thanks for GGs. Appreciate it. As always, I think Oceania. I've not been there for ages either. My Oceania account. I think I got to A+ on my Oceania account the last time I was on it. But it was literally only just inside A+. You could barely see the pixels of it being inside A+. But I think it was just about an A+ last time I was on it. No idea. +5. TC turned off. Car starts doing funny things. Change the brake balance. 4 minutes to get Supra dialed in. That'll be fun in the Supra, probably. I think it depends on the kind of fun you're thinking of in a car like a bit slidey like the Alpha as well. It'll be fun one way or the other. Can I save it? No. Let's go on the front a bit on the brake balance. -2 on this car. I used +5 today. So we've got 2 options possibly to look at on the brake balance. Right, don't cross the finish line. My screen went dark when I spun off. Just want to, when I started driving again, the screen went dark. But just the game, to be honest. Just the game. It's alright. The game's lighting put me off. I thought the screen had gone dark, but it was the game, I'm pretty sure. Carry on. Bit skittish on the back end. The Supra feels it on here. There should be a fun race coming up in the Supra. If we get trapped in a sandwich again in the Supra, get out of it as fast as we can. If that slammed on the brake with Sam on the brakes to get out of it, this car gets wobbly, it'll spit us straight off the track. Bit more on the front though, bit more stable. Around the hairpin. Right, the Supra. Got 59% who still think we can get a first place today. 12 and 12, neck and neck between second and third, and 18 think we can get fourth. We've had 6 so far today once. Alright, 2:07's the poll time, so we get on. "11 weeks, no lifelines as of yet." Again, there's not really a massive urge to use any of them at the minute. Not unless, well, if it's like Widow Springs, then, I don't know. But even so, I don't know. We could have possibly have lived through Widow Springs without going through any of the lifelines, but again, we'll keep hold of them for as long as we can. Right, we are in the Supra -2. A car that I last drove, I can't remember, 6 months ago, maybe longer than that really. Oh, and this race is full of meta cars as well, this will be fun. But there is a Mustang. Interesting in the Mustang. Right, let's try the Supra on starter. Yeah, thanks for good luck. Appreciate it, as always. Right, T1. NSX is going for it. Slidey. Right, still in the race, mostly still in it. P12. fact the Mustang's battling in front. Let's see what goes on with that. There goes Mustang. See what they're gonna. Yeah, should be alright. Clear them. What is the battle for P6? P6 is the promised land so far in this race. I was committed. That's the push, thinking, oh, free place, and they're thinking, oh, same thing. I've got a freebie. But it adds to this battle, and now all of us going for one place. We're going to repeat the last race. We'll try not to. Car behind's in this as well. Oh, flipping Christ's sake. That's me. Right, one lap to go. That was a very, very careless mistake of just all of us. We drove off the track. I don't even know why. The track wasn't even going that way. Try and get alongside two cars to go around the right-hander, which was going very tight anyway. It would have got to the right-hander, would have probably have clouted off at least one of them. Just through stopping and turning. There was no move to be made whatsoever on that corner. I don't know, for some reason, went for it anyway. think it would be P11 then in this one. Well, P11, that was poor. That was very, very poor on our part. That is not what you don't do. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did in that race. That was very poor. Very, very poor. There wasn't even, there wasn't even anything on at all. The track ran out and that was it. Oh dear, what a run in the Supra. I think what a run for all the wrong reasons. I can't blame anybody really for that one. Wow, what SR goes, well. The game's logic, the SR goes up anyway. Well, that was poor on our part. I'll have to say that was poor. It was not necessarily what you should do on that corner on Lago Maggiore. So we'll get the list of cars back up. Got loads of time. Could do all these again, actually. Oh, the M4. Oh. Let's borrow it. The M4. Let's do it. Hello, Brandon. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. And thanks to the GGs as well. Appreciate it. As always. Whoa, last to 8. We get some right umdingers in last to 8. Both metas, well, non-meta cars. And again, some of the driving mistakes that we make on last to 8 as well. That's not the first time we've done something like that in last to 8. And I'm sure it won't be the last either that we'll end up doing something like that. Again, that is not recommended to race like that, take that corner like that. A complete error in judgment on our part. Now we've got a car that it takes a bit of winding up a bit, the BMW, a bit like the not as bad as Clarkson in the Yugo 45, but I think for GT7 Group 4 cars, it pushes it a bit towards it. It spins out a bit as well. Right, let's get the beam around and back on track. Try to anyway. Go on the rear. No, we're not setting the time, so we can carry on. Was it on? What was on? The rear or the brake balance? Two to the rear. It's like the BRZ, yeah, I think so. Like the BRZ. The BRZ are Group 4, the BMW. So I think it beats the crash that I had when I looked at the chat at the wrong time on Grand Valley and absolutely wiped out like 4 cars on the chicane on Grand Valley reverse. I think that's my best crash of all time on GT7 without question. That was pretty bad, that one. I remember that one. Oh, sorry for your loss, Brandon. Oh, don't set time. Yeah, sorry for your loss. Ugh. Oh, I think this next race is going to be... We're going down a bit of a rabbit hole at the minute, and we need to try and get ourselves back out of it. And the BMW M4 is not the car that's going to turn it around for us. I think it's very unpredictable. We're about to add to the Supra's woes. I think we could very well be about to do that. What we can do is see how we get on. See how we do. Right, it's the BMW M4. We're having a bit of a night of it today, aren't we? On episode 11, it's we've had a couple of good ones, but mostly having to dig a bit deep on last 2A today. We'll be digging deep in this one in a race full of top 500 cars, most of the meta cars. We will be. Right, BMW. Just need to get, what is it? So 16, 8, P8. P8's bare minimum to get, well, this is it. P8 will get DR, but it'll be a very small amount of DR. Turn 3, that one is 1, 2. The left-hander, when you come out, yeah, left-hander. Can be quite a tricky corner. Try to get as much of the car as you can on the curb. I can't see him there. Right, Beamer. Nice and steady in the beamer. And that's going to be the key. We had this guy a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? Just let them get on with it. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Obviously not interested, so let's carry on. TC turned on. Light was flashing up on the TC. Hello Boocher, welcome to the stream, back to tuning in. I don't know if that's name or not, it's the still the YouTube, the other names are coming up on YouTube. Nevertheless, thanks for tuning in. Victim of the 5 times yesterday. I bet again, it's just a case of that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Just let them get on with it. I'm not really bothered, I don't really care what they do. Doesn't affect me, so let them get on with it. this is the slowest car going up the hill, without question, this BMW. Well, we'll get there. Oh, I've got a half a second. The first penalty of the night. I think it is anyway. Hello Ryzen, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Project Motor Racing. Official gameplay looking pretty good. Not seen it myself as of yet. Got some official gameplay of that, so have a look at some point. Got official gameplay, it must mean it's not too far away from at least a demo being available or something, like a playable demo. Right, I'll serve the first penalty of the night. Lambo, Porsches, NSX, or the Ferrari, not within the Citroen yet. I think the Citroen is the meta car, or one of the meta cars on this race. But what I'm doing here is, I'm not using any meta cars at all on this sort of challenge that we're doing. Trying to get to A rank with no meta cars or no qualifying times allowed. So yeah, what I'll do is basically do a draw every week, choose a daily, and then choose 5 non-meta cars. And yeah, pretty much that's it. Use them all, see what happens, see what kind of results we can get. Another one. Right, last lap. Lambo and the Porsche, yeah, the 2 fastest cars in the race so far. I think maybe the Citroen, it'll still be there most of the week. But it was defo the fastest car yesterday, the Citroen, when I was in it on my other account. Penalty magnetic, yeah, this one I've had 2. 2 penalties, no races before with penalties, but this one, yeah, I've had 2 penalties in the BMW. Right, beam is done again. We've still got no overalls on this account. We're still racing the default overalls from before. Right, the next car is back to the Genesis. I think the Genesis, we've had our best result in that so far. Let's have a look at this one then. Yeah, thanks for GGs. Appreciate it. As always, we're back in the Genesis, and we've still got the majority that think we can get a first place. 14 on second, 10 on third, and 19% think fourth. I think the closest we've got is sixth in Genesis, this one. Right, 4.5 minutes. Hello Fernando, welcome to the stream, thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Going to do Daily A today. No, I'll be on Daily Base B today. Daily Base B for our last A challenge. But do A again. Start braking 150. Yeah, the Testarossa. Yeah, get it slowed down nice and early. Yeah, third gear, second gear, mix of the two, bit of third gear. Don't use first gear because it'll wheel spin. Rear wheel drive, out you, I think it's rear wheel drive. Any case, out you go in first gear. Not having that, not with TC off anyway. The Testarossa, you're better off in higher gears. Right, first gear rotates at the hairpin and the last right hairpin. Oh yeah, so yeah, just enough for rotation. You can do it for rotation, but yeah, I wouldn't rely on first gear for going around the track any other way. But yeah, rotation wise, yeah, not a problem. Just to get the car rotated a bit, but that's literally it, just to get the car rotated. Try to use it for anything else, it will very likely spin you off the track, the Testarossa. Yeah, a bit of rotation, not an issue. First gear. But podiums in B lobbies yesterday, good stuff, Fernando. Podiums all the way. Right, pull over it, not setting the time. Right, it's the Genesis. Our best results so far in the Genesis of 6th place. We're not too far away from 4th, are we? The Testarossa is a death trap. It can be. Testarossa, the F40 is the same. They drive very identically, the Testarossa and the F40. You have to really watch the rear end on those old 90s Ferraris. The F50, I don't know too much about the F50. The F50, because that was after. So Testarossa was, I think, 91. F40 was 92. F50 was 93. Right, Genesis. I think the 550 Maranello was 90s. Well, yeah, I've got a model of one somewhere. Should be 1990s 550 Maranello. The one I've got is silver. This is from 20 odd, nearly 30 years ago. To be fair, like the Ferrari flag that I've got behind my monitors and the Schumacher picture down by the side. That's about, again, nearly 30 years old. I've had that for. I mean, the ship behind me, the ship is 93, I think it was built. So the ship's over 30-year-old. So, yeah, the pictures, they're not too far away from that. Right, come on, high and dive. Genesis, whichever. Right, off we go. Non-starter. Yeah, thanks for good luck, appreciate it, as always. Right, first corner. Oh. A big thanks to Buster for becoming a member. Absolute hero. Massively appreciated. Buying time a bit through there. Get it on those curbs. Right, P9's got a penalty as well. Pretty sure one of my model Ferrari cars is a Testarossa. I think one of them is an F40. Because we used to collect model kits to build Ferrari cars, very tiny model kits that used to be on sale in the service stations in France. Used to get one, not every week, but most trips we used to see there was one in and we'd get one and then just build it. Sat in the cab overnight and build this Ferrari. Again, this is not like, it's kind of like the, what is it, Hot Wheels type size, not very big. We're not building an entire car. No, it's not quite like that. It's only like, what, 10 euros, I think, for 10 euros a car. And you got the screwdriver and you got a few bits to go on it as well. I've kept all the screwdrivers because they're really good for screws in your computer. Who are messing about in there. I've got the Schumacher hats. I put those in Discord. Some of the hats that I've got, some of the books that I've got as well. All that spin. Little group in front developing. Right, I don't pick our battles against the meta cars in particular. This one is a meta car. Needs to keep the Lego Speed Champions. That's defending the track and then some. That tells me no. No to P8. You're not having it. I think that's a pretty affirmative expression on that one. A bit of 90s Super Grand Touring manoeuvres might be required if we do want to take the position. Get our inner Tim Harvey out on this one. Get it on 2 wheels like John Clennon did at Silverstone that year. Give this a try, see if they move a bit. But yeah, a bit of Lego. Didn't really have the patience for it, to be honest. Like, I mean, I had Lego back in the day, but I don't know. It had to be really simple, like really, really simple, like 5 steps simple, for me to be like interested in being able to do it. There we are. Defensive manoeuvres, and then I think going into the first corner, obviously the straight line bit, it's a bit like, well, I'm going out anyway, so basically you're going to go with me. Hence the tap that we got going through in turn 2. And I'm going to say this Genesis is also going to defend life and limb. See what kind of boost they do if we get anywhere near them. But I'm pretty sure it's for P6. So always assume the worst. The bouncy on the curb. Should still be 7th with that. Yeah, always assume the worst in these kind of lobbies. They're growing on you, but yeah. So I had a lot of Lego, but again, it's just patience of just putting together. Like I say, it had to be really, really simple. Very, very simple. Literally like 5-6 steps maximum to put it together. Any more than that, I was looking for somebody to pester to do it for me. Especially the ones that had stickers, the Lego sets with stickers. Yeah, I was just like, nah, I'm not doing that. I really want it. I really want to play with this Lego set, but I'm not putting it together. Stickers, get out of here, not interested. Nope. Nope. Not doing that. I think most of my Lego sets were they were built by other people. I think a lot of them were just through just the patience of doing it, really. What's my next car? Alfa Romeo. And this one was good. Kind of earlier. That was the thing. Looking through the Lego brochures back in the 90s at all the sets that they used to have in the brochure. and they all used to look absolutely amazing in the Lego set. And you think, oh, I really, really want that. But then you get it, and then it's like, well, this is rubbish. I can't put this together. Like, that's it. Someone can just do it for me. Because I'm not that way inclined. Yeah, thanks for the GGs. Appreciate it, as always. We got Lego flowers. I could maybe do Lego flowers. I think, so this is, what, 90s, 2000s. I think Thunderbird's Tracy Island was the absolute... That was the king of toys. That was the absolute must-have. Thunderbird's Tracy Island. That was insane. Had to have it. Unfortunately, I never got it, but obviously wanted it, and that was the thing to have. Thunderbird's Tracy Island. You were an outcast if you did not have the Thunderbird's Tracy Island playset. Lego, forget it. All the other, like, Action Man and whatnot, yeah, forget it. Don't care, not interested. Tracy Island, that was it. You had to buy Tracy Island itself, and then all the Thunderbirds. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 in it, I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, and 4 were. You had to get all of the Thunderbirds separately to go with it. Oh, when all the adverts used to come on the TV, on the Saturday morning shows of Tracy Island, it was a bit like, oh, want that thing so bad. But yeah, I never got it. It was incredibly rare. Oh yeah, this car's a bit slidey. I think you can buy it now, actually. If you go on eBay, you can actually buy Tracy Island on eBay, but it's obviously second-hand, and I think it's a lot of money to if you want it. Right, I think we're alright in the output. And I've seen the Lego F1 cars, but I'd never build them. I'd get halfway through and then I'd lose interest in it on a step that I got stuck on. I'd just leave it. I wouldn't actually finish it. Right, the Alpha's next. So I set a 207.9 token effort on the main account yesterday. 208 last night on stream on the streaming account. Right, see how this one goes. I'll have to get my flag out at some point, my Ferrari flag. It's behind my monitor. I think, yeah, that was mid-90s when we got that from Italy. Right, so we are right at the back. Right, the turn of the Alpha 4C. We're still not, I don't know, not really lifeline material yet. I think it could still get a bit worse than this. Of course, Daily Base B, we get to do more of them, as Daily C is one every half an hour. I can't imagine where we'd be right now on Daily Race C. It would have gone through all 3 lifelines by now and just absolutely crash and burn. I'd just be sat here wondering, what am I going to do? What on earth am I going to do? After, well, what is it now? 2.5 hours on here, so 5 crash outs on Widow Springs. Absolute nightmare. Yeah, thanks man for the good luck and have fun. Appreciate it as always in the Alpha. Make sure we're ready. The wheels, yeah, not going to fall out. Right, let's go. I'm going to go this far. Sorry, I'm going to have to squeeze you a little bit. They're rejoining with the pad player behind us. Bit of grass. Get rid of this Cayman. Can't see. Oh, there they are. All's coming, but wasn't expecting to be as slow as that on the hairpin. I don't think we hit them. I was going to give the Porsche a run. Right, P11. Oh, a Citroen right behind us. Slow. That a tiny bit. Right, one's got a penalty. See where they're going to be. Taking it, yeah, now. Keep thinking I'm going to run the McLaren off the turn in the hairpin. see that one coming. Picture him bouncing around a bit. I couldn't quite get on the gas. Not the way I wanted to. Up here. The trouble is though, we start drifting like that and they're just going to keep the foot down, and we've got to be really aware of that. Two as well, very careful. The car starts to slide, the gaps can open and close instantly. Oh, that'll do. Like in the the load cells, yeah, really good now. I'm enjoying them. They were a bit, well, yeah, different initially. Like first couple of weeks I started using them, they felt really weird. But at the first couple of streams, it just felt like the game wasn't working properly. But it's just the pedals. But yeah, they are really good now. They are absolutely brilliant on ETS2 load cell pedals. You can really modulate your braking very nicely on ETS2 on PC with load cells. Although you've got to be careful that because it doesn't take much on load cells to stop the truck or to start to slow the truck down. If you press the pedal too hard, you can stop the truck completely if you're not careful. But it is really good. You can very easily, just very nicely hold the brake ever so slightly going down hills on ETS2. Absolutely brilliant on load cells. Yeah, thanks for the GGs, appreciate it. There we go, P5. Not quite P4, but we've got a P5. Very, very good result, P5. In the Alpha. Right, so we'll get on to the next car. Where's that one? It is the McLaren. Need to, yeah, borrow the car. McLaren. McLaren 650S. Which screen is it? That one. Right, the McLaren. See how we do now. McLaren 650S. But they did the only good thing that Thrustmaster have got. We tried it with the so yeah, the spring that I've got in is the white spring. when I first got them, I tried all the springs out, and I put the, which one is it? The red spring? I've got the springs somewhere. Yeah, the red spring. I put that one in, and I couldn't move the brake at all. It was absolutely lock solid. So I used the white spring. So it goes in. Yeah, so white spring, and then the little spring, and then the black spring on top. That's what I've got it set as. And it works very nicely. I think it was that on the McLaren. I think it's on the front, to be fair, the McLaren. But yeah, last year at the Sim Racing Expo in Dortmund, I did demo the T598 on Thrustmaster, and it was all right. But stiffer the better. I might have tried the new springs at some point, which is when I first got the pedals. I couldn't move the pedal at all with the other springs in. So yeah, just the white spring we've always had in for now. Well, I think we're about a second slower at least than the Metas. Right, it's McLaren. Very good price. The yeah, the T598, but you don't need. Yeah, because the T598's got a different base, hasn't it, to the TGT2. If I can get the change the base on the rig. I mean, this one's done pretty well for like 2 years now. It's 2 years old. It's very good. Just the stitching's coming off the left-hand side, but apart from that, it's very good. It's done the job. This the TGT2. I've got the T248. Yep, the T248 in the cupboard as a spare. I mean, that wasn't even close to being like spent really when I got this one. And this one is obviously really good because it works on PC, so you can play PC games with it as well. So ETS2, this wheel works straight out the box on ETS2. You just need to configure it in the game, so what your buttons are basically, and do your pedal calibration. Apart from that, it's pretty good. So yeah, any Thrustmaster wheel will work. Well, I think the T598 will work on ETS2. Then you have the oh yeah, the wheel. Oh yeah, yeah, the wheelbase. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, the wheelbase. So well, get the pedals, put them in the cupboard. Then there's another spare set of pedals. And then that'll be three pairs of pedals. Well, 4 counting the load cells that I've got on here. We're not short on pedals around here. I think we've got enough pedals to keep us going for a very long time. But yeah, we get a new wheel. That's more pedals to that would accumulate. I think it was on -3. Got 3 sets of pedals as well. Yeah, because every wheel that you buy, they give you pedals, don't they? So you soon collect equipment. I'm going to hit somebody just because the way it's unfolding. Got 2 up in front. That's quieting down a bit now. Lap 3. Right, try and get one of these two at least. Let's do that then. See that one come in. Watch the curves on here. Oh, I might have to settle there for P9. Right, it's P9. Not too bad, really. Oh, I think we've got one more car, and then we've done all 5 again. So we might as well. We might as well do another one, just to say that we've done all 5 cars twice. Then that's 10 races. We finish on a nice even number for the day. But there is one more car to do. And that will give us I think it's the Supra. It is the Supra. Last car. And then I think, yeah, 10 races. This will be probably the last one we'll do today. Rent the car. The Supra GR race car. Yeah, thanks for GGs. Appreciate it. As always, we'll do one more in the Supra on the right screen. We might as well. Then we've done 10 races. Yeah, thanks, Buster, for the GGs as well. Appreciate it. As always. 10 races. And finish on 10. Right, Toyota Supra. Oh. Wish you a great stream. Yeah, no worries, one. Big thanks for tuning in. Absolute hero. Big thanks for the support, as always. And do sleep well, and we'll no doubt see you again very, very soon. One of those today on Last Away. A lot of drama. That's the thing with this. Non-meta cars, they always get drama. And that's the thing about it. This race, I think, to finish on is going to be, I think, quite similar. Drama in the race, no doubt. Let's get the car dialed in. I think the only other thing on this wheel is the downshift paddle shifter. It makes a little bit of a, I don't know, not a funny noise, but a little, sounds like it's loose, but it's not actually loose when you press it in very lightly. But yeah, this wheel's just over 2 years old now, so it's going to get a bit of wear and tear on it. Yeah, that'll be not too bad on time. Do one more of these. got 2 minutes before we go in. You had 2 TGT2s in a year and they're both disconnecting. I think mine's been alright. I mean, it's had force feedback when we restart the PS5, but that's really, that's about it. It's about the worst that it gets on this one. On this one, I think the next thing on the list is a new seat. This seat has had a bit of, well, the seat's 33 years old now, and it's had its fair share, this seat. So I think next on the upgrades is going to be a new seat. Most definitely, this one is definitely, it's been through the wars and back, this this seat. So I think at some point very, very soon it will be duly replaced with a new one. Right, so that's the back in the Supra. Could be interesting, this one. Interesting for all the right reasons. Hard to tell in the Supra. This is, well, yeah, we had that absolute, well, I don't even, calamity. Absolute calamity in this car last race in the Supra. Showing everyone how not to drive on the daily races, how not to do overtakes on Lago Maggiore. So you got refunded in the end, you got a Logitech G Pro. That's good then, so no issues for a year and a half then on that one. But yeah, this one's never had any massive issue with it. He's got a bucket seat as well for the prime rig. But this one's about ready to be replaced now. This seat, it's had its service. It's contributed enough to the cause. So I think that this seat in the very near future is going out, and a new one is going to be coming in. Then, well, the fun part of fitting the new seats onto the rig. Because it'll come in 2 different boxes, I reckon. So the front and the back will need putting together, and then the cover on each side will need putting on. I'll have to take this back piece of the rig off to put it on. Have I got all the screws and spanners for it? I think I have somewhere. They're in a bag in the cupboard. So it should be alright to have a go at it. I've got the Allen keys as well at the ready to do it as well. Might need those. Yeah, thanks for the good luck as well. Appreciate it, as always. Right, Supra. Ready, steady, go. Not bad, good start to this one. Got a bucket seat. Not much dearer. I reckon I'm gonna get the one that's the next model of this one now that I've got now, which is this one's the RS6, I think. So we're gonna go probably RS12 GT Omega because it'll fit on this rig. So nice, well, hopefully nice and simple to swap it out. Just take the back of the rig off, take the seat off, put the new one on, job done. Yeah, I think this one not quite 3 years, but I think it's getting very close to being spent now, this seat. A little bit slidey. I'll tuck in. I don't want to get to the corner, turn in, bang. We're 3 wide, and then we go out because we're 3 wide, going into a corner that's not really designated for 3 wide. Alright, 14's got a penalty. They're going to stay on the line to serve it. Is that? Yeah, now. Should be, yeah, straight swap. I've got all the Allen keys, spanners in the cupboard. So yeah, just get the seat in and get it done. Got a chance on the Cayman, possibly. They're going to rejoin other Ghost in. There's a Cayman somewhere. There they are. There's also a Metacar Citroen. Right, be aware. Be aware, take care. I'm trying to set myself up to go wide on corner exit and then put back across, but the trouble is that every time I do it, there's a gap. And as we know, gaps can be filled very quickly. So it kind of works, but it doesn't. So yeah, obviously they go for the gap, and then I turn in thinking, oh, this is it. I'm going to get a right undercut in. Nope, bang. Oh, dear. That's another crash. They got a Black Friday. I'm not sure. I think they might have. I'm going to keep an eye on it and see what's going on there. But yeah, it'd be pretty good if they do. I will be checking it out. Like on this corner as well. Send it out wide to cut back across on the inside. You get loads of time on the car in front, but again, you left a gap for someone to drive into. Right, let's follow the guys through here. That's 3 wide. So one's gone on the first corner if they don't sort it out. Half on the grass here. There's literally just enough room. Just enough room. Have to go up here. There's scrapping, and the thing is that we could get taken out. Hello Alan, welcome into the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. Like deployed. Yeah, big thanks Alan. Do appreciate it as always. Let's go to sleep. Yeah, have a good sleep, Alan. Let's try and get involved a bit on this one. Oh, P13, absolute battle of life and limb on Lago Maggiore tonight. We've been proper scrapping, haven't we? Every last bit of racetrack has been contested today on Lago Maggiore. had to really dig deep for these races today in the non-meta cars. Well, there we are. The Supra is done. That's 10 races. I think that'll be a nice, well, yeah, a bit getting on a bit. Scrapping for every inch of the track, and then the apex and the marbles and the white line, and then the runoff area after that as well today on Lago Maggiore. Fighting for our lives in the B lobbies. I think actually we've gone down from where we were at the start of the thing. So we are 96 races in to last to 8, and it's just, oh, we're getting one of there. I have to see about these odd lifelines are going to come in at some point. Fighting for our lives today, for definite, on Lago Maggiore. But we got through. Yeah, thanks to GG's. Appreciate it. As always, I think what I'll do is we'll do prize spin. And I think that'll do us for today. It's good fun, though. There's different accounts and the different mixes up the daily races a little bit. And we'll see what we get in credits. Not too bad. 2,000 credits it'll do. It'll do 2,000 credits. 2,000 credits. That'll do. Well, I think that is us for today on Last to 8. Like I say, I do believe we have actually gone down in the ratings, but again, it's part of the fun of the challenge of Last to 8, where we're trying to get to A rank with no meta cars or no qualifiers. And we'll carry on next week on what will be episode number 12 of Last to A. So there we are. But that is it from us for today, and will be very likely for the rest of this week. Tomorrow, very likely, won't be here. We're getting ready to go off to Dortmund for the Sim Racing Expo at the weekend. So I'll be going Thursday. So I won't be not here Thursday. So tomorrow, I very likely won't be here. I'll be getting ready to go. And then, yeah, so out Thursday, back on Sunday. So there'll be, I've got a video for tomorrow. We'll put the video up tomorrow. And that'll be it. So that's it. And no more streams this week. We'll be back streaming again when we come back from Dortmund, which will be, yeah, so we'll be back on Sunday. So we may do a stream Monday. If not, we'll come on Tuesday next week and do a stream then. But that's what we're going to be doing. So, yeah, video tomorrow. And then we go on Thursday. Going to Cologne on Thursday. And then we'll be going over to the Expo on Saturday in Dortmund. And then back home on Sunday. So there we are. Big thanks for tuning in. As always for today, much appreciated as always. Yep, cheers going good, and Buster and Juan and Alan and everyone else that has popped in to the stream today. Much appreciated as always. And as always, do like, do subscribe, and do take care. And right, I'm going to buy some new batteries when I go out. Turn it off, turn it on. Come on. There it is. Right, new batteries for this flipping mouse when we go out. Next time we go out. Right, I'll do the... Right, I'll do this first. And then... Right, we'll go over and see the Legend of Your 2D. But I have realised I've still got the poll running, haven't we? So, where's the poll? It's not working again. Right, new batteries on the shopping list. Right, so we'll close the poll. 58% thought that we would win. 12 on 2, 8 on 3rd, and 23 on 4th. We got 5th in the end, so not too bad. We'll close the poll. There we go. So yeah, Yil is where you should end up. All being well, do like and sub to Yil if you're new to his channel. I'm sure you'll very much appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you after the expo next week. So as always, do like, do subscribe, do take care. Big thanks as always for tuning in. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.